Chapter 2, The Vision, Patoko.
Hello, my name is Arber Kadia. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Patoko. I think I'm the best person to attempt something as crazy as doing a super app. Because in my life experience, I've tried almost everything. I've been a professional basketball player. I've been in politics. I've done television. I've been in corporations. I've been in NGOs. I worked in government. I've had my own little businesses. And as such, the rich experience of this can allow me to attempt something this crazy. And what is it? So we are building a daily essential tool for services. So an everyday app. An app that allows you, if you're a user, to find mobility. So taxis, car rentals, sending and receiving packets. Doing food ordering, everything that goes with it. But at the same time, your everyday life doesn't stop there. You go into wanting to book your doctor's appointment. Or you want to go to your restaurant or do your dry cleaning or get your cleaner or electrician or whatever. And on top of it, it doesn't stop there either because you want to track everything that you do on your daily life. So we've got very good tools where you can have, apart from card payments and the different types of payments that we support, also an opportunity to collect points, be rewarded for your participation in changing and transforming your digital footprint, and also that of businesses. And the businesses are the ones that benefit the most because there's a lot of fragmentation out there and we're trying to bring it all into one place. Think of it as a digital shopping mall, but very big and ever expanding.
About the process, which is, for example, inside the app?
So think of it as a digital concierge. It's not the first time that this has been attempted. A lot of other companies globally have tried it. But because we're adding so many components to it and making it interoperable, we then believe that we'll give the opportunity for someone to trust the app and the classification of the information and the processing of various processes that go into it, to then give you a full experience and be rewarded about it and continue for the footprint. Then if you are on a trip in Albania, not only in Tirana, but in other cities and hopefully in other countries.
We are in the middle of the pyramid here.
Yeah.
This is the famous building. You already told us a little bit about that. But which experience do you have with the startup scene here?
Oh, it's an ever-changing startup scene. When we first started, almost 4 years ago now, most people didn't even know what a startup was. There was no belief that startups could work. And there were some crazy ideas of someone opening an info point in a little city and applying with that, because that's the knowledge that we gather, right, into the state agency for startup support. And then slowly it started moving from just technical founders into business founders. It's still very limited. But what we've seen is that if in the first year there were 30, 40 people that applied, this year there were about 2,000 different entities that have applied for it.
Wow.
Now, how difficult is it? Incredibly difficult. Banks back in the day didn't understand the needs that we had. Things like card payments embedded within the app need to have connected accounts. The legal framework is not very permitting because it still belongs to the 90s. So it's a very challenging terrain. But as we saw up there, things in Albania move very fast when they start moving. So we're in a motion right now where those things are happening. We've spoken to a few. We've had opportunity to liaise with founders as well. We've had exchanges about the type of tech that we use and the type of solution, but not in the sense of doing something business related or collaborative in the sense of operating or building something together. Very open to work with German companies. I mean, we're very open because our mantra is to work with everyone. We are very inclusive in the way we collaborate. So we want to build within the app opportunities for people to showcase their technologies, their business offerings, everything that goes with it. So think of it, I don't know, if you're an OTA or an aggregator of services, or you sell tickets or whatever, we could collaboratively work within the app where we sell your products and onboard your users easier or send our users to that particular platform. So very open. Finding the way though is the difficult part, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. First of all, you can never give up because you do not know where success is lying. You might have one particular target and one particular type of vision. You have to be part of a mindset where everything changes, and you have to be part of that change and continuously push to go to the next hill, the next mountaintop, whatever, okay? Because you don't know how it's going to transpire. That's number one. Number two is that you have to believe that things will happen. Number three is that you have to constantly communicate effectively your vision. People sometimes do not get it. And the user journey or the partner journey is different. So you think this makes sense because I say so. You have to understand that different people need different types of going about it. Now, achieving this is very tough. It's not very easy because you cannot have 1,000 different ways of doing it. But you alter through the constant communication, you alter the way you communicate and you get the middle ground that allows you to get as many people as possible. And the great thing is that if you can do it on your own, do it on your own. Don't take investor money. But if you want to grow aggressively, then obviously that's very important. And that also allows you to do things in a way which is different to accepting money. So if you do things yourself, bootstrap, the learning curve is incredibly phenomenal. You learn so much stuff. You expand your mind, you expand the way you want to do things. For example, in Patoko, we wanted to do only card payment initially, right?
Wow.
Because that makes sense. Logical. You want to streamline all the processes. We had to go cash as well. And very quickly, like week 3, we very quickly spoke to tries, found out that it doesn't work. Okay. So that kind of flexibility is very, very much at the top. Startups are the only vehicle that can make this change palpable. Think of all the platforms that we use out there today, started from communication to the way we obtain commerce and stuff like that. All of it has been done through a startup. So if you want to affect change very quickly, you need to be involved in that. And not wanting to just be a passenger, I thought I'll be on the driver's seat.
Again, in 1 year, what do you think, what has been developed in the system by then?
Oh, we got about six things in the fire. So travel is going to be more complete. Experiences are going to be more complete. Food ordering is going to be launched. Delivery of different packages is going to be more developed. So I'm talking from the tech side, right? Now, currently we're very much product led. So that's why I put a lot of focus on the product. But the product that we are building, we've experienced that it transpires into user behavioral change. And you will be able to use it as intended, meaning that any obscure type of service they would want, which is essential, you'll have it there. More meaningful ways of payments, more rewards for users. More personalization. This is something that we are working right now. So we're working on automatic, personalized user journey notifications and traction, which is very key. So quite a few things. It's very difficult to tell you because we've changed so much. Like in the taxi app, we've done 600 iterations since we started. The legislation here does not allow you to offer mobility services apart from taxis, buses, and tourist licensed entities.
Okay.
That's why we work with them.
Right. Okay.
If it wasn't the case, it would have been a different game altogether. One of my favorite movies is Austin Powers, so if I was Dr. Evil, I'd say world domination. However, I think transforming the way people obtain services and offer services is the best thing, and then getting people locked into understanding that they are part of doing so rather than just be passengers. So learn very fast. Okay, you have to be very broad. You cannot just be a tech founder or a business founder or a sales founder. All of them are very useful. Do not work just on your own. It's very difficult. Knowledge is very key. Try and make your partnerships very meaningful. It's very important. And never stop until you know that the failure is guaranteed. Okay, keep going at it. Once you know the failure is guaranteed, then you have to lose. You have to learn how to lose. Apart from that, just keep going at it and try to gather experience and knowledge. That's number one. In this game, knowledge is more useful than anything else. And when I talk about knowledge, it's not the type of knowledge that you can be rivaled with by AI. I'm talking about the knowledge that gives you that visualization of what the future is for you, for your product, for the society that you want to affect. So just keep at it, right? But you have to be prepared. This is a game not for the faint-hearted. You have to be prepared to stay 2 days without sleep. You have to pick up a phone at 4 o'clock in the morning. You have to, clean toilets, whatever. So the entrepreneurial path is a glorious one when you're at the very top, but getting there, you have to be prepared to
that easy. And thank you for all the insights. It's very interesting. We learned a lot about Patoko and also the pyramid here, and also a little bit about the business in Albania. So it's really
happy to help.
Very interesting, and
No, happy to help. And if you want to share your referral code, maybe next time we come over, you can travel around for free and get benefits for free.
I already collected some points on the app, so.